Good morning, everybody. It is your daily crypto news for Monday, October 2nd, 2023. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. And if you could do me a favor and help me have a great week, go to Apple Podcasts, like, subscribe, share, leave us a 5-star rating and a nice comment. Let's get into our daily crypto news. I don't like this headline. The headline is entitled, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried faces an uphill battle at trial. It's just to me, it sounds like this headline is saying that he is the bad guy. He's the underdog trying to get a win. And we don't want him to win. I mean, look, I want justice to be just. I want it to be fair. He's innocent until proven guilty, of course. But if he did the things that they said he did, and FTX is defunct, people lost a lot of money. It's pretty obvious that he was doing the things because a lot of people are coming out and saying like, hey, this is what happened. He's taking customer funds, commingling, using it for buying branding and marketing and so on and so forth. But he is not the underdog. He is not the underdog. He is not the victim here. And so I don't know about that. Maybe I'm being a little sensitive to that, but it sounds like they're painting him as the underdog, as the victim. And I just don't like it. And I wanted to point that out. Link for that is in the show notes. Speaking of FTX, federal prosecutors revealed part of the slate of witnesses who would testify in a criminal case against the FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. They plan to introduce testimony from FTX customers and investors affected by the firm's collapse last November to lay out how they expected that the company would take care of their digital assets rather than how they were ultimately used. Speaking of commingling funds and using their funds to buy branding and marketing. The testimony is also going to be from non-US citizens. They will use testimony from certain witnesses who entered guilty pleas, as well as those granted immunity by the government. By the way, some of those witnesses, even though not named, will include Gary Wang, FTX co-founder, former head of engineering Nishad Singh, and of course, Caroline Ellison. Now, my question here is, are they granted immunity from the government because they cooperated? And if that is the case, there is no way in hell that Sam Bankman-Fried should be the only one to go down for this. This is absolutely insane. I hope that is not the case. The trial is set to start tomorrow, October 3rd. Oh, in more FTX news, just hours after FTX and related companies filed for bankruptcy, as we remember back in November of 2022, an unknown party managed to drain the various wallets of FTX in the tune of around $600 million, about 26 million worth of ETH, or 15,000 Ether. And all of that sat in a single wallet until earlier this weekend, when they first started noticing about 2,500 of those ETH, or about $4 million, began to move. Ultimately, they ended up on Thorchain, Railgun Privacy Wallet, and other addresses. The identity of this hacker is still unknown. Everybody thought it was Sam Bankman-Fried, but now Sam Bankman-Fried is in jail. He's going to trial tomorrow. So I guess it couldn't be him or a co-conspirator or a group of co-conspirators. Anyway, but this one I want you to click on the link, and I want you to click on the Twitter thread by Taylor Monahan. And it's very interesting. Not only does she document where the money went, the ETH went, but also she gives her opinions of these companies that are allowing this to happen, knowingly using like Thorchain and Railgun to basically rip off people, to steal people's money. And of course, there's a lot of conversation about privacy and decentralization and be an advocate for privacy. But if it comes at the expense of stealing people's money and obfuscating it and moving it around and laundering money and embezzling and theft, should these companies actually be party to that? And that's her question. Where does the line get drawn? Where do you think? Matt at dailycryptonews.net. This is very interesting. According to Worldcoin, more than 200,000 Chileans have had their eyeballs scanned by orbs. And as you guys know, this orb is the orb that scans your iris and puts it into blockchain using zero-knowledge proofs to be part of this Worldcoin WLD token. And for privacy advocates, this is the next step to the inevitable dystopian future that awaits. For others, this is just free money, including this 29-year-old. He's a Chilean from a small southern town, and he told Decrypt that he had his eyeballs scanned in September of 2022, mostly out of curiosity. At the time, the WLD tokens had no monetary value. Since then, however, he's raked in more than $150 and continues to receive WLD tokens. He said, after a bit of reading, I found that their data collection is less invasive than other companies. This made me think, well, at least I'm getting something out of this. Makes sense, kinda. Chile only has a minimum wage of $512. So receiving 8% of your monthly wage by simply scanning your eyeballs might be too good to pass up. Worldcoin has seen success in emerging economies around the world, with numbers similar to Chile. For example, Kenya has also witnessed astounding long lines, with local media reporting more than 350,000 people getting their eyeballs scanned. In Kenya, minimum wage is around $100 a month. 1% of the world's population has signed up for Worldcoin. And I think you can see where I'm going with this. They call it emerging economies are taking advantage of this. Let's rewrite it to say what it really means. Worldcoin is collecting data from poor people. I can't see it any other way. They're taking advantage of people. What do you think? Matt at dailycryptonews.net. Kwon, the founder of Terra Luna, he admitted to faking trading volume. In a text message exchange between him, Kwon, and co-founder Daniel Chin, Kwon tells him, "I can just create fake transactions that look real, which generate fees." Chin asks Kwon, "What if people find out it's fake?" Which Kwon responds, "I won't tell if you won't tell." This, in my opinion, is one of the most open secrets in crypto. I've been saying this for years on the podcast, this podcast and other podcasts. Companies, exchanges have been going to companies and saying, "We will fake your volume if you pay us X." And they have an incentive to do it too because they get fees off the trades. This is a win-win for a coin and an exchange to be in cahoots to make fake trading volume. And even if the coins aren't involved and they're not paying these exchanges, these companies make fake trading volume. They create this fake fervor and they're getting investments, Series A, Series B, and so on and so forth. They're so successful. Everybody knows this is happening. And now we're reading a text message from Kwon instead of people actually cracking down on these exchanges. Honestly, I still blame the space. There are plenty of companies in the United States, the UK, and all of Europe that have had these exchanges with the exchanges and these people that haven't come out and said, "Hey, these guys are full of shit." I kind of blame the space and the people in it for allowing this facade, the charades, to continue. And in the same vein, by the way, Su Zhu, the co-founder of Three Arrows Capital, has been arrested by authorities in Singapore after he attempted to leave the country. Polygon Labs, they tweeted this month, Google Cloud will become part of the decentralized validator set for Polygon proof of stake. The same infrastructure used to power YouTube and Gmail is now helping secure the fast, low-cost Ethereum for all Polygon protocol. With over 100 plus validators securing the Polygon proof of stake network, Google Cloud is in good company. High-quality, trusted, security-minded validators like Google Cloud provide an added layer of security for Bohr and Polygon proof of stake users. The Polygon ecosystem is vast and varied. Welcome, Google Cloud, LFG. By the way, anyone can monitor the performance and checkpoint signatures for Polygon proof of stake validators, including Google Cloud, using this dashboard, and then they set a link. So the news is Polygon is now using Google Cloud. They call it decentralization. Kind of weird that it's in the cloud from one of the biggest tech companies that's pretty damn centralized. What do you think? Again, email me your opinions, Matt at dailycryptonews.net. Now let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the Fear Greed at 47 neutral. Bitcoin's at $28,379, up 4.5% in 24 or 8.7 in 7. Ethereum's at $1,727, up 2.5% in 24 or 9.8 in 7. Tether's number 3, Binance is at 219, up 1.7 in 24 or 5.2 in 7. And XRP is number 5 at 52.3 cents, up 0.6% in 24 or 5.2 in 7. Rounding off the top 10, we have USDC, Solana, Cardano, Doge, and Tron. The total market cap is sitting at $1.12 trillion. That's up 3%. We have a Bitcoin dominance of 49.5 and an ETH dominance of 18.6. And that was our show today. I hope you have a great Monday, and I hope this is a great start to your week. And until tomorrow, happy hodling, everyone.